Love poem to the occupation. Yesterday, I brought home a sand painting of a Navajo that sings and dances for healing. Sometimes it's good to believe in something, the lady in the store said as she rang up my order. We all need healing sometimes. The spike that pins down our wings begins to itch a bit. We struggle to adjust our priorities. I went downtown today, people clutching their little earpieces and rushing around, heads down like bowls, screaming into wires like they were little private microphones to the underground. Downtown looks like a stage. Everyone on their own private microphone, radio transmitting messages from the infinite to the mundane, forever alone, forever separate. Every day in this credit card debt prison, I etch another line into the glass. 5 days, a diagonal slash, crossing them all, counting down the days till freedom, or until I stop believing in glass walls, turn around and walk back in the other direction. My heart holds 3 bicycles of pain, circling around the green glassy sea. Despite all the horrors we commit against the world, despite the scars, the amputations, she regenerates infinitely back to normal, almost to a point where we can deny we ever abused her at all. The little birds sing, chirping at her funeral, warbling in memoriam of death. Eternal be your memory. Human suffering exists even if we cannot see it or hear tell of it. Somewhere a mother's tears trickle salty into the corners of her mouth. Somewhere someone, a veteran of war, is remorseful at the indiscriminate waste of life. You can shop, shop, shop all you want. You can walk around glamorous with painted lips and toe rings and designer sandals, but we all recognize you, war. Garish streetwalker, beautiful and terrible whore that strangles killer and killed, the troll that lurks under the bridge, the rape and destruction of a civilization, the burning of a history, the mangling of a race. I write these etchings on the glass wall of our shame, ready for anyone who wants them to take. I give these words to any stranger who wants to come and chant them, to any lunatic who trembles at any bus stop, to any crackhead panhandling for a fix, for whoever feels these incantations like prayers wafting from a blown-out speaker or smoke from a candle in a cold room. You, millions of people who sit like sparkles in the cement at dusk, occupy. Rouse yourself from your holding place and say the truth. Run your fingers along these etchings that I have made, telling of a world outside this cave. Touch this pain, a sore spot just beneath the ribs. I believe another world is possible, existing in the corners of the breath of the glass bubble of this one. Run your fingers along these etchings so that I'll know you were there, that peace once mattered, that tears were still possible. The golden gate of opportunities is opening, pass between impossibility and death. Be proud, San Francisco. Be prouder, Oakland. Ride your little boat upstream through rivulets of pain, failure, occupy. Swim in every molecule and atom through the blood. Occupy, diffuse the message through all of your bones and tissues. And occupy, whisper the secret truth that life is pain, but love is the only way. Acknowledging that there are bars, you can't have it all, that our system is flawed, our infrastructure will collapse, that life does not take visa, that you can't work harder and get what you want. Hold on to the bars in your cell as the world flips you upside down, letting your flimsy body dangle in the twilight of existence. Let the long cigarette ash of a quiet afternoon enter your nostrils, into your lungs, and out your mouth until you breathe. Breathe in peace. Occupy. Breathe in resistance. Occupy. This age-old ritual, older than the painted desert. Breathe in change. Breathe out resistance. Occupy in a tiny way, in a small, minuscule way. Find your way to resist this tyranny. Oppose it to every core of every tiny speck of cosmic dust that sparkles in the universe. Let our actions coalesce and form something new, something untouchable. Let the capitalists have their gigantic island. Leave them on their sinking mini-mall to corrode like rust on a sunken ship. Jump ship with me to resist this. Jump ship through the twilight of gloom to all of you who hang out on the fringes of the earth. Occupy to the marginalized. Occupy to the people who fail to wear the required uniform of nonconformity, but who resist it in their core. Occupy and cease to accept the great lie. To the occupiers, know that I am your sister in the struggle between freedom and pain. I am with you in the dark times, that sliver of moonlight that keeps you from going insane. That lone sparrow that lures you outside of the cave. I bring home a sand painting of a Navajo Yei that sings and dances for healing. I sing and dance for healing, cry and chant and pray for peace. What else can we do but this and occupy?